Make a really difficult message here because I'm going to make a statement to the powers that be, and they are the powers that they are the people in the United States that have the guns and the authority, supposedly. In other words, they're supposed to. So that is the intention, that is the purpose of the nation. But I want to say this, as I have made a lot of statements in my videos of the past. You can analyze it. I'm sure you got all the intelligence people out there, people just such as myself that have gone through public education. And, you know, I am from a major area of the United States. I basically come from the core of things, and I'm just like one of you, but I go beyond. I go beyond. And I go into the spiritual realm. I go for what they call truth. So the thing with police is that they've been coming under a lot of criticism. So the way that they shelter themselves from criticism is by veering away from the truth. Okay? So to put it lightly. And I know this. I know it's happened to me before. They just seem to have a different sense of reality. Things don't happen the same way for them. They always feel that they are righteous. But I'm sorry to say that's not righteousness. When you go around with a badge and a gun, it is your duty and it's your honor to serve and protect. Now, let's not like mince the words here. That means that every citizen, every civilian, from whatever background or culture, lifestyle they come from, has to get fair and equal coverage by what you do. So, having said that, I don't think that that's the argument. The argument or the criticism, the debate here is how you, as police, react, how you go about doing your job. And it comes down to your training. See, I am going to say right now, in fact, to put in the title, that your training is wrong. It needs adjustment. And let me just state really clearly that I believe in the rule of law, as Obama is always reminding us. I'm not someone for chaos and anarchy and all that. I do accept it. I'm a realist that it's there. That aspect of reality is there, and that's because we're not in harmony. That's because everyone thinks that they are separate. And it's true, in some ways we are separate, but how are we together? If we are together, we will have unity, and then the whole world can unify. It wouldn't be like nationalism. In God bless America. God bless the world. But how do we get to this? If the police training is wrong, and they're causing sadness in America, from there, and not only America, I know the UK is involved, all English-speaking countries, all other countries also. If they're showing the news, it makes everybody sad. Sadness also generates anger, because this is an emotional thing. When we lose people, when we see injustice, when our life becomes more difficult because we feel the risk of being shot, we feel the risk of being another mistaken accidental death, as you might call it. But it's not that. It is criminal. Alright, let me spell it out. The procedures that you are enacting, by which you operate, are criminal. When you're doing these things, it cannot be accepted as accidental deaths. It is criminal. And whoever is not going to heed this message, you will be seen as criminal. The training needs to be better. Now, I'm saying maybe more people need to go to prison, and that the prison system and the court system needs to sort it out, because the law and order of the law is not operating properly. They're just enacting judgment there and then and there. I mean, within a few seconds, these cops came out and executed the individual. It's a 12-year-old in Cleveland. They executed the individual within a few seconds. Now, what kind of a judge do you think you are, Mr. Police Officer? What kind of a judge do you think you are? This is what I'm talking about. And your training is not going to protect you, just like any of the stinking Nazis during the Nuremberg trials, or before, during, or after, could make the excuse that, well, they were just following Hitler's orders. I'm sorry, it doesn't really make it all right. It's not excusable just because you say that Hitler gave you the orders to do something, just because you say that it was Hitler's training on you, that you did your Nazi job the right way. That's not an excuse. That's not a defense. You are still executor without license, without rule of law, without due process. You are executor, and you should be punished for that. You are criminal. You are living in a different reality, and you will be set aside as a different reality. Who do you think you are in this different reality? You are called tyranny. You are called individualistic, random, radical soldiers running around in tyranny within this country, the United States of America. However, the United States of America has more of a rule of law, as I can tell you. Why me? I don't know. I'm just doing my responsibility to speak the truth to power. Now, I don't have anything against you individually. I have dealt with police many times individually. As I said in my last video, I've got a long police record. I shouldn't say police record, just citizen record, criminal record, legal record. Let's put it that way. I prefer to say legal record rather than police record, because it's not their record. They're not the record holders. They shouldn't be. They're a long arm of the law for emergency purposes, and their training needs to be. I'm addressing you directly. Your training needs to be absolutely precise and spotless to my specifications, to my approval. My approval. Now, if I can't approve it, using me as a quintessential example, if I can't approve it, who can approve it? Only the insane can approve it, if I can't approve it. So analyze that statement very carefully. Get all you people working on that. Get all your top minds. Get your CIA working on that. If I can't approve it, only the insane can approve police tactics and training. Now let's get back to these are controversial statements. These are boom. This is explosive. However, let me just make it really simple. What I'm asking for, because as I said, I am probably one of the most adamant, serious, mature, and articulate advocates of rule of law. I want the country and the world to go back to rule of law. I am all for the law and order. I don't have to look a certain way. I don't have to wear a badge. In fact, I've got a badge. I mean, I make my own badges up. I don't know what this ring means. Look, different insignia and different things like that don't make you official. I don't care about those Halloween costume fakeries. It's what goes on in your heart, your mind, and your soul, in the spirit of it, in the spirit of things, the spirit of America. We need to have due process in the law enforcement area. When you execute somebody on the street within a few seconds, you did not do right. You did wrong. Here's how you should have done it. I know I promised that. I would give you casual, informal training right now. I can suggest this to all you trainers, all you police commissioners, all you police forces, police benevolent associations, justice department, etc., etc. I'm going to suggest this to you, okay? And I'll show you how much sense this can make, because you already have the same ideas, but I'm going to say it to you from outside of you, because that's where you need to hear it. What you've been suspecting about yourselves is true. What you need to do is, if you see a subject, you know what a subject is, where you come originally to a scene on a call, you need to observe. You need to stay a distance away. Okay? If they flee, you can get them. You know, don't be so sure that they can outrun you. You can get them. If you come up with just one car, you need to stay a safe distance away. And you can also not even have to get out of the car. You can use your loudspeaker to speak to them. You don't have to jump out and put yourself in danger. It's not about this confrontation, run and chase and get them kind of thing, because you put yourself in danger. If your whole idea and your fear and your concern after you kill someone, you want to say it, but if that's going on in your mind all the time, in your fear lobe, frontal lobe, where you have fear, if you have the idea that it's going to be dangerous, then don't put yourself in that situation. Nobody's asking you to be some hero cop, because I can see what happens is that you become false idols. To who? I don't know. Ignorant people. But you need that kind of fan club. You need to have me as a fan club. If the cops do right, I could bring you up. If you hear praises from me, that's about all you need, because if someone like me could praise you, man, that's saying something. So you need to be a true hero, and to use preventative measures. You need to have precaution. You can use your loudspeaker without getting out of the car. And if they run, you're already behind the wheel with the car in drive. In a split second, you can get them. Now, running on foot, and you can be ambushed, you can slip on snow or ice. No, and you got no cover. I saw the situation. They pulled up right on him, too close. They jumped out too soon, and right away went to confrontation where they felt like they had to blast away anybody. This is not a video game, sir. This is real life. And this is your judgment, sir. This is your judgment. Well, you think like, you know, you can shoot people, you can make them subhuman, you can dehumanize them, you can shoot animals, you can shoot robots, you can shoot, you know, do your missile tests, and you think it's a game just with machines or not life. But when you take life, the karma is that your life will be on the line. You cannot run and defend. You cannot hide behind the badge forever. What does that mean? You're going to have to analyze it from a spiritual level. Go to an ecclesiastical court, or those that are learned in these things, Nicodemus or whoever else you want to call them. You need to be way, way above in wisdom. I'm not making any threats. So thanks for watching, CIA, FBI, all of you. I respect what you do when you do it the right way. Police training and tactics need to be overhauled. They need to be according to my specifications. And I will put out further communications, communique, and instruction. Thanks for watching.